How's it going, guys and gals? This is Advanced Warrior here, and welcome back to another Advanced Wars by Web replay commentary. Today I have a very special guest. Personally, one of my favorite players to watch. I enjoy watching them play. I enjoy hearing them. Definitely check out their YouTube channel, but feel free and go ahead and introduce yourself. Go7.
Hello everyone, I'm Go7, King of the Penguins.
Yeah! You cut out or something?
Oh, no, I'm still here. I'm still here. We're good.
Oh, that's it? Just King of the Penguins?
I'm just King of the Penguins.
Just King of the Penguins.
I'm the number 1 rated player.
Yeah.
I'm like a prodigy at Fog War.
Oh my goodness, yes. Yeah, I heard a lot about Go7. This actually isn't the first time me and Go7 have interacted. Me, Go7, Can't Buy, have all met up. Well, I'm pretty sure you've talked to Can't Buy before you met Master Kanbei, multi-topic talk.
Yeah.
But all four of us was actually brought together by him. Did some collabs on his YouTube channel. You always see me stream with him every weekend. But me and Go7 actually started talking to each other because of him. So I do give him credit for that. Go7, he's an amazing guy.
Thank you.
No problem. If you're intimidated by top players of Advanced Wars by Web, Go7 is one that you should not feel that way. He's an amazing person. His account even says, "I believe in you," which is something you take seriously.
It's true.
Yep. Alright, so I did decide to have a match with Go7, and it was definitely an interesting match. Definitely a lot that I feel there's a lot that any of us could learn from here. Let's begin, shall we?
Sure.
Alright, so the map here is called Chosun Reservoir. It's another one of those Weege maps. Is that the user?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of those Weege maps where it's like very open. So there's like not a 100% clear strong side, weak side. It is 3 base, 1 airport island. There are some properties where you're going to need a transport to get on the edges. The comm towers are kind of contested. A lot of roads, a lot of properties, and a lot of decent forests for artillery to like protect properties if you've got an infantry trying to capture them. How do you feel about this map, Go7?
I'm a pretty big fan. It has a lot of flexible openings. Mm-hmm. The distance between I just took control. The distances between the two players is really large. So early aggression tends to be kind of weak unless your opponent doesn't expect it, which is possible because of how large it is. But it does mean that large buildups of troops will happen before engagements really start.
How do you feel about some of the forest placements around the properties?
Around the properties, they are very, very strong for artillery.
Oh yeah,
there's no doubt about that. Or mechs.
Oh yeah, mechs. That's right. Good strategy is to put a mech on a forest, and then like if a vehicle attacks something on the city, you could have the mech on that city. They will have great defense, and of course they get the first strike. So mechs are glass cannons, so obviously if they get that first strike, it is really, really cost effective.
It's true.
Alright, so CO choice, I decided to play tier 3 with Go7, and my CO choice was Drake. Drake's naval units gain +1 movement and have +25 defense, which is not something you see a whole lot of, especially on this map where there are ports and ocean tiles. There's not really going to be a lot of navy combat, because one of the problems of Drake is that the units that he specializes in are very, very expensive. And for his downside, he has -20% attack on all of his air units, which is something you definitely feel, but definitely something you could work around. He's also unaffected by rain, excluding his vision, and this is just for random weather. If you play Drake and you have random weather on, he is more likely to make it rain. His normal power, I keep getting this mixed up. Is it Tsunami and then Typhoon?
No, I think it's Typhoon and then Tsunami.
Oh, Typhoon and Tsunami, I'm sorry. So normal power deals 1 damage globally to all enemies and also drains their fuel by half, which is something that isn't really effective with fuel, but with the damage you definitely can do something with it. I've definitely seen Go make this normal power work, and his super. Oh yeah, I edited that video for anyone who didn't know.
It's true, you saw it a lot.
I definitely saw that. I was just like, damn, that works. Okay, but it's definitely not something to scoff over for the super. But the super is also definitely really good. Plus -2 damage to all enemies, drains the field to half, and also makes it rain. And of course, Drake is unaffected by rain, so his movement is going to be just fine. Rain is a little bit like snow, but not as strong. But it definitely can still work. So I chose Drake on this map because it's definitely a large map. The larger the map, the more stronger Drake's powers are. How do you feel about Drake on this map?
I can definitely see it.
Alright.
There will be a lot of units being deployed. Air is also really strong in this map, so there is some weakness to it in that regard. But having the fuel pressure on air is pretty good.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And you can also just build like transport copters and the like because
of the properties.
Yeah, there's lots of the island properties.
Yep.
And you can accelerate inventory.
Mm-hmm. All right. And
Drake's a good pick.
Yep. And
did you have a plan with Drake?
My plan with Drake, my playstyle with Drake is that usually I just try to get like an even amount of properties and like hopefully be as stally as I can until I get that super, and then try to make a push. Try to make a strong attack with that super, because the opposing CO is what some people kind of call the hard counter of Drake, which is Andy. Andy really has no passive at all, and unlike Drake, who gets weaknesses on airports, Andy doesn't know what an airport is. You get the joke?
Yeah, I get the joke. I've heard it many times.
Go7's never played the single player. I really hope he does. It'll be amazing. It'll be amazing to watch. Sadly, there's no Cobalt Ice, but Andy, no day to day, but he is a very solid tier 3 CO. Good powers, hyper repair, just heals 2 damage to all of his units, so you can kind of say. So you could kind of see that being like the counter to Drake's super, but we'll get into that as to how I feel about that. But his Andy's super is hyper upgrade, plus 5 movement to, plus 5 HP to all of his units, plus 1 movement for all of them, and plus 10% attack boost, which this is actually, some people don't notice about this, but in Black Hole Rising, there is no plus 10% offense when you use a power, so naturally they just added that on. It's just like, hey, plus 20% offense. If they kept it the way it was, Andy would get like plus 30% offense on Advanced Wars by Web. So I could kind of see the adjustments, but kind of screws him over just a little bit. But plus 20% offense is good. The super is really good. So this is your CO. How do you feel about Andy, especially on this map?
I really like Andy. I think he's one of the best assigned COs. He's so bare bones, but you get so much out of just having healing powers.
Oh yeah.
It really changes the game because your opponent can't really leave injured units around. Your opponent can't make just like one hit trades. They have to go for the full kills.
Yeah. I also feel like Andy is a little better in Fog because you can actually hide your damage units.
That's true.
Yep. So
and then he also gets a movement, which is really strong for powers.
Personally, movement combined with an attack boost is one of my favorite kind of powers, which is why I actually kind of like Jess.
Yeah.
All right. So
and on this map in particular, I think Andy's very good because of how far away the fighting is from the bases. So they're able to basically heal up your units to act as though they're more reinforcements in that way.
Oh yes, absolutely.
And because I was going for an air-based strategy, I wanted to go with Andy so I could heal up my copters when they got in their fights.
Andy copters are very good because there's no way to repair your airports outside of Black Boats, and there are no and there are no temp airports in the Advance Wars trilogy. Just Days of Ruin. All right, so are you ready, Go7?
Sure.
All right, feel free to note anything how you feel about my capture game, but I do want to take this time to like quickly talk about how I feel about Drake's super versus hyper repair. The way I like to use Drake when I'm going up against an Andy is that. Oh,
sorry to interrupt, but we've had our first divergence in how we're going to be playing the game.
Oh, I see. You have mouse control.
I have mouse control. As you'll note, you're going for your base first. I go for the airport first.
Oh yeah. Any problem with that, or?
So this just means that I'm going to be behind in my infantry count in comparison to you, because you're going to have your base before I have my base. But since I'll have the airport up so much faster, I'm going to have much more maneuverability with my transport copters.
Absolutely.
And that will let me go for the island properties that are usually yours.
Supposedly my island properties, yes.
Yeah. I'll have
am...
my transport copter so much faster.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right. Anything else?
No, that was just what I thought would be important to point out. But you can go back to talking about the supers.
All right. So personally, what I like to do is, if I'm going to use a Drake super against an Andy, what I typically try to do is that make sure I like get enough kills out of it, because obviously Andy can't resurrect dead units. He can only repair what's very injured. So if I feel like if you just pop Drake's super and then just like do nothing, then you're not really gonna do a whole lot against Andy. Maybe you're gonna make them use a power, but I feel like if you're gonna use that Drake super against an Andy, you're gonna want to actually follow up with it instead of just sitting there and popping the power.
Yeah, this matchup makes it so that the timing of the powers becomes very important.
Okay, so this was just a little bit of paranoia. Like, I kind of did want to make well, like we said, this was a weak map, so there's no clear strong or weak side. But I've seen some players like go for, they go horizontal for their strong side. But the reason I built this tank up here is because I was a little afraid of what you might be trying to do to deny a comm tower. So I just built the tank here, and like say if you had a recon to like scout it out and try to interrupt my capture, I would have a tank to try to punish that. But I do believe eventually I shifted all back to the bottom side of the map.
I think that's a reasonable fear. I've been known to go after comm towers.
Oh, really? Alright, already.
You can see it's going to be quite a while before I produce a combat vehicle.
Yeah, already good transports from Go7. Now, this was just something that that was brought up briefly, but something we did have a... Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I just had a little internet hiccup.
Ooh. Briefly in DMs, and that is... I'm trying to think. And that is a game plan. So... Go7 was basically asking me what my game plan is, and my game plan was to, I think I said this in the video earlier, just try to get an equal amount of properties and just try to stall it out. When I get a super, find a good turn to use that super and then follow it up with a very strong attack, and hopefully I leave you with little enough where your counterattack wouldn't be as powerful.
Yeah.
So I built a recon, I guess, to kind of do the same thing that I was afraid you would do, is just like scout out that bottom side, see what properties are safe to capture down there, and we see 2 transport copters already.
Yep. Very, very fast with the transports. And I think I built my first combat vehicle this turn.
Right.
But because the map is so large, I felt very safe doing this.
Oh, no. Artillery.
There it is.
Artillery, very, very good on this map. A lot of forests, a lot of properties in range of forests. So,
and you'll notice that the unit count is going to be heavily skewed in my favor, because I've been, even though I like got my base slower than you, I've been building the transport copters out of the airport.
Oh yeah, definitely. The transport copters are already like +2. Transport copters are already like +2 units. Yeah, so here I build a tank. Just I don't have a backup tank for this yet. I might produce one later, but this is just for eventually, if my recon gets spotted out, I could probably punish any attacks from there. And earlier I did see that you skip some captures to get the further properties, because you'll have like infantry in the back to follow it up.
Yeah, that's because I wasn't planning on doing any early aggression, so I can safely delay my economy a little bit to have some greedier captures.
Yeah, I know this one tends to get skipped in favor of the port, which also gives income. So I know a little bit about this map. But yeah, battlecopter first.
Yep.
After the artillery, of course. But
yeah. Who needs tanks?
I've definitely been caught out by a battlecopter as my opponent's first vehicle before. Definitely see that in a replay that I've already recorded, which will actually be out tomorrow by the time I record this.
Nice.
That is for Go7. Yep, I've been trying to grind. Definitely a very interesting global league game. First standard game. All right, and there's my follow-up tank. Unit overlap, very good to very good to consistently do. Because like if you have your units far apart and one of your vehicles gets attacked, there's no way to punish that attack if your first vehicle does get caught out.
That's true. Yeah. I'm just doing a lot of captures and a lot of setups for my transports.
How do you feel about my comm tower timing? Because like it looks like last turn I captured it.
Yeah, I mean it's very fast, but if you're fearing that I'm going to like mess with your comm tower, that's understandable.
All right. Yeah, it's comm towers are nice to have, but you definitely don't want to get them very early. And here I see you don't have your comm tower, so I thought you were going a little bit slower. But yeah.
Well, you'll notice that I'm capturing stuff that you aren't even at yet.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, and that should be a little bit of a warning bell that my capture is accelerated in comparison to yours, which is probably because I got a transport unit.
Okay. All right. That is definitely something to note. But yeah, comm towers, they're nice to have. It kind of sucks if you don't have yours. And like here I start to begin bringing my tank down here, little front shift, because I want to secure this tower and like hold these properties and then make this bottom side my strong side. But were
you planning to take my comm tower from me?
I was not planning to take your comm tower. I told you. I was like trying to be a bit stally. And here I go for artillery because a little late, because it did say artillery is like good to put it here and then like start capturing these properties. If I get interrupted, I have the punish for it and they can't see it until they bring something over. But yeah, I have the artillery and I have the anti-air because my game from Can't Buy, I noticed I only built one anti-air that entire game.
Oh wow.
Yes. I was copter spamming, but I eventually learned that copter spamming is not the way to gain air dominance. Anti-air are very cost efficient for one-shotting battlecopters, which other battlecopters can't even one-shot. So I'm definitely trying to pace myself, and plus I'm Drake, so I don't want to copter spam as much. Copters are still nice to have as Drake, but yeah, it's just trying to balance myself maybe. So like instead of just going for so much air, how would I just get some anti-airs and like punish copters?
Yeah, as Drake, you probably don't want to get into a copter war with Andy.
Absolutely. So
which is what I really want to get going. Which is why I'm going to go for because if I'm fighting on those islands, you can't support your copters with the anti-air.
Yeah. But you guys will definitely see something interesting happen. So yeah, right now I only see one infantry on the top, a few more infantry on the bottom. So yeah, I definitely at this point should have realized that your capture game is just a bit faster than mine. Here you already have one of your island properties already boarding on the second one. And the moment I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, you have to be kidding me.
The islands are mine!
I can't. What do you need to transport anyways? Just swim, bro. You're a penguin.
Right.
But yeah, when I saw that transport copter go by, I'm like, oh crap. Doesn't take a genius to know that if you have those properties, I'm gonna be behind on income, especially since I want to be a little slower and start playing for even properties. Alright, oh, I'm not clicking on anything. So yeah, definitely a large unit count difference and definitely a huge income difference.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like I'm definitely going to get called out for something I do this turn.
Oh, okay.
That.
That was very bold.
Yeah, yeah, it was definitely something I should have been aware of. One thing that I've been told is that if you can't really guess how close your opponent can get to a property, just look at your own army, see how far you can get, and if you're there at that point, then very likely your opponent is also there as well.
Yeah.
I didn't put that into account, and this is definitely easy punish. And I did it with no vision. And yeah, the moment I saw that, I was like, I should have got vision first. It's a micromanagement mistake that I have. And here I didn't really see anything, so I thought, okay, this would be a little bit free. So get that infantry kill and start protecting that one capture and protecting my port. And like these three tanks, they're all covering each other. So you go for one, go for two, I might have a slight advantage. A little bit of an infantry wall.
I mean, you've got to feel pretty confident. That's where all of your vehicles are.
Oh yeah, definitely. This is my intended strong side.
Yeah.
And here I got my transport copter. I'm hopefully at least going to get this one. And because of that, the transport that I caught going by me, I had to build a battle copter. This was one of the things where I began to realize, just like maybe. I mean, Drake is still a good CO, but this is definitely something I'm going to be struggling with because I'm not going to build a cruiser. In fact, I can't. In fact, wait, I can build a cruiser, but it'd have to be all the way down here. And cruisers are like twice as much compared to a battlecopter. So I thought the battlecopter was more efficient to deal with whatever's up there.
Yeah. I should have sat on your property with my transport copter. I was a little too tentative.
And here you see I've already lost 2 infantry. Like maybe you lost 1 down here.
Yeah.
I lost 3
Avenged.
infantry. Avenged. Oh, so your penguins do die then, huh? They don't just smoke grenade up. Go.
Oh, they go home.
Don't lie to me, Go.
I'm not lying.
This is war, my friend. Yeah. But yeah, battlecopter, that's obviously. Did you think I saw your transport?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so not exactly a death ball, but starting to look like one.
Yeah, I was like, well, if you're trying to go for my comm tower, I'm definitely ready.
Did you think I would go for it though?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Because you kind of didn't have anything on the other side.
Oh, I was about to say, it's like, that's what you take me for? But yeah, I feel like going for that comm tower would be way too aggressive. Comm towers aren't like a guaranteed win. They're just a nice attack boost, and if there's a difference in comm towers, then you'll definitely feel it. So I feel like I saw this copter appear, which is what made me shift my anti-air up here. I'm just really trying to think, why would I do that though? Because there's no air protection for the bottom side here. And
yeah, just build another one.
Yeah, I probably built another one. Maybe it would have been better to just build one like here.
Yeah. Although it can't really, the anti-air can't help you. You'd have to get like fighter. Or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think I remember
going after your island.
I think I remember what I did this turn. After I saw like you were going for one of my properties and I had nothing going for me, I really started to feel like I was losing. Like already at this point, I already felt like I was losing, and we are even on income, yeah, but we are like 8 unit difference and a larger difference in army value. So I went with a unit that I personally kind of feel like is one that could save me. The stealth. It's even more painful because I'm Drake. But after my game with Can't Buy,
double base skip.
I know. After my game with Can't Buy, I definitely realized I was playing this the same time with you, the same time with Can't Buy, and
Gotcha.
I've definitely learned from there that stealths are not a unit that can just save your army.
No.
Due to,
Especially how big the map is. You'll have to build an APC to go along with it.
other than the map, what else about stealths that players should know for those who feel like a stealth could save your army?
They don't hit that hard. And they cost a lot. They have to... It'll take them like 5 turns of hitting tanks to pay for themselves. And you won't be able to build the ground army on the same turn that you're building the stealth, or you're saving up for the stealth. So you can just lose your entire army and only have a stealth left.
So this is like a tempo cost. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
All right. So I was fine with these properties down here, which is why I kind of had this infantry wall. I think I just leave it there and just be like, just try to attack me, and yeah, like I did this in like hopes to, like, you know, be out of range of your copter, and then eventually I could get the first strike. That was what I was hoping to achieve. So long as you didn't have a second copter.
Yeah.
But yeah, the stealth comes up, and of course I'm going to try to hide it right away.
Invisible.
Neo tank. I didn't base skip this time.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I don't know why I exactly did that. Oh yeah.
Tiny attack.
Oh yeah, just put an artillery there, because, like, you know, infantry walls, I kind of thought, okay, an infantry wall is good if an infantry can only be attacked from one side. Especially from this infantry here, although it has to be revealed first, so it's going to take up one side, and then the other free side that it can attack, and that's like all the sides you can attack from it now, unless you had an indirect that could shoot it. But using up one side to reveal it, then using up the other side to shoot, I thought this was an okay infantry wall, but I hear that infantry walls aren't so common in Fog and Standard.
Yeah, they're much more common in Standard because you know what you're walling against.
Yeah. What would you? What are your, like, requirements for you needing to, like, build an infantry wall in Fog? Go.
It would need to be. I mean, I'll build a really tiny one. I have an infantry wall right here.
Go ahead.
Infantry wall.
You have mouse control. Oh, down there. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. I've got an infantry wall over here, but it's not trying to protect something. I have an infantry wall here because I want you to hit it.
I see.
Because if like in this situation, you don't know.
What
The only thing that you saw that I have is this one tank. So you don't know how strong this wall is, like what it's actually trying to hold up against.
Yeah, I kind of thought all your strong forces were on the top. I thought you were going with the same thing I was doing.
Oh no, I was very careful with these copters. I have 4 of them, just out of vision range all over.
Barely out of vision range.
They're like, we're ready to strike.
As I've heard from Can't Buy, you play Fog like you can see what your opponent's doing.
Yeah,
which is
so infantry walls in Fog, at least for me, I usually use to have the opponent hit them in a way that won't kill all the infantry.
Bait.
Yeah, okay. I want to, like, start a fight. And then I have everything over here ready to, like, counterattack.
Yeah, this would be a nice.
But, like, in this case, But like, if you broke through my infantry wall, I would not care because it's not actually protecting anything.
I don't have vision either, so...
And you don't have vision of it. But like in this case, with your infantry wall, you care a lot if I break through because it's protecting your artillery.
Gotcha. Alrighty, so this is your turn? Yeah, this is your turn. So, womp womp, lose that.
Yeah.
Lose that city. Probably gonna get this one. I think that's exactly what you do. Yep. Oh my gosh. Okay, why'd you loop around that way though?
I was being fancy.
Oh my goodness. And yeah, this is those tiny attacks definitely punch through hard. Think. Oh yeah, that's a heavy hit. That's a heavy hit. And then I see the artillery. So that's one copter, one artillery, obviously infantry follow-up. I don't think I should see that tank. Yeah, I shouldn't see that tank.
Well, you just see a very easy to get to artillery right there.
Funny. Oh wait, I actually can. I'm stupid. Oh man. And so I was like, all right, this is a number.
I have a lot of infantry because of those transport copters.
I probably felt exactly the same way Master of Math felt. It's like why do I feel like I'm facing two whole different armies? Alright.
Yeah, I meant like the unit count disparity is it's pretty high.
Oh yeah, it's very high right now. So I just move out of the way, just stay in vision range to get that first strike on that copter. Obviously not that strong because Drake currently has minus 10% attack. And this is just another thing. It's like compared to an anti-air, it will just one-shot a copter. So yeah, this was kind of like bait. Like I was hoping, like, okay, hopefully you attack me with something a little big, and then I could like punish with punish with an artillery. I have my units positioned in a way where you can't attack my artillery unless you like kill this infantry on the road.
Yeah, you're ready to fight some vehicles.
Yeah, ready to fight some what vehicles?
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. So I'm like, all right, well, shoot, just gonna pull back just a little bit. Not really covering my properties, which is another mistake that I made. And hoping the Neo tank will save me from all these copters, even though I've only seen one copter.
You've seen one copter. Yeah.
I've seen one copter and a bunch of infantry. And
there's the APC to save the stealth.
To save the stealth. My second transport. So yeah, tanks have wonderful vision. Eh? That was it's running out of fuel.
It's gonna go up and pick the infantry that's sitting on the harbor.
Okay.
And then get fuel from the airport.
I see. So yeah,
I run into a problem this turn, which is that I hit the unit count max.
Oh god, that's I'm like I was like, oh okay, this is something that will save my mental state, and you're just like, I hit the unit cap. And I'm just like, oh,
I have the base
when oh yeah, that's right. Well, I mean, if you bought an air unit, then you have to base skip. Alright, so my vision is dying, and my vision is completely dead. When I saw all those copters, I was like, what did I not calculate? From transports.
It was all hiding in the darkness.
They're all hiding in the darkness. Those vicious penguins, they strike in the night. And yeah, you know, another thing I heard about artillery, if there's an artillery in range, it's actually not a terrible idea to like give it multiple targets to attack, because if it wants to stand and fight, then the other unit will punish.
We get overloaded.
Oh yeah, definitely. Alright, Battlecopter, medium tank. Go7 base skips, what?
Base skip, yeah. I tried to kill my copter off up there.
At this point, it almost sounds like a flex. Alright, so day 16. And yeah, I felt like at this point, you had infantry, you had other units protecting your infantry, capturing my properties. I think I looked at the kill death, and it was like 1 to I killed
I lost
one.
the penguin.
I killed one infantry, and damaged 80% of a battlecopter. While you, on the other hand, just what is it like 14? Yeah, like 14 units. All this. I didn't lose a single tank. I did lose a
Nope.
recon, but at this point, I really felt like that I was behind, and my plan to stall you out, was definitely not going to happen at this point. As I wanted to be like, at least like even on income, not behind on income, but I was. Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard to do with the islands.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now this was something you pointed out to me in a private message. Is that if you're playing Advanced Wars against someone, you usually don't want to have a game plan where you're even with your opponent.
That's right.
Do tell.
Well, because if you're even, you're not winning. The best you're doing is like not losing for a while.
Oh,
So you want a game plan where you have an edge or some sort of advantage that you're using to actually like win the game.
Make your opponent force moves or something like that.
Force moves, just something that you're going for. Like in this game, I was going for the islands. So everything I did was based around that. I got the airport first, so I could get the transport copters. I built a lot of battle copters. Also, I could win these islands, and I was going to use that economic advantage I get from having the islands to pressure you out of the game.
Alrighty. Yeah, personally, I felt like this was a very lackluster game because I already knew I lost the game when I built that stealth. But, oh, what the heck?
So the graphs.
Why did I know about this? Can you open up both of them?
They're the same.
Oh, okay. Alright.
So my opponent would be you, and I'm purple. This is our per turn economy. So it looks like you are ahead for a tiny bit, and then I get ahead, and you get ahead, and then I get ahead and stay ahead.
Oh, yeah, that was a... Why? Why did I not know that was there? Man. Wow, this is definitely something. But yeah, as I was saying, I personally did feel like this game was definitely lackluster. Like, not much was happening until you just saw, like, Go knew what advantages to take. Well, I was just going for a very, I guess, sort of vanilla playstyle with just securing, obviously just getting my base, get a transport for those island cities, secure the comm tower, make my strong side the bottom side. But I just ended up losing too much infantry, and at the same time I was starting to lose properties, and at some point I already knew that I was heavily behind on income.
Yeah.
Yeah, made some very dumb captures on the top side. What'd you say?
Having I guess a more defined strategy going in would help a lot, just because it helps guide all of your actions.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You don't want to like with my one anti-air that I had. You don't want your units to just like go to one side and then all of a sudden just change your strategy and like bring it to the other side, because that's just wasted turns when it could have done that a lot sooner.
Yeah, or built an artillery first and gone over there and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So definitely my game plan was non-existent for this match, and the stealth was kind of just like, well, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, expect it.
You didn't even get to use it.
Yeah, I didn't even get to use it. I could have just used it and like, maybe take home a trophy.
Yeah. Use your power.
Learn a little taxidermy. But
Poor penguins.
the penguins. Oh, so
you don't get their bodies.
Are you sure? I'm gonna argue with that till the end of time.
I mean, who would know? I would know.
Oh, okay.
I'm the king of the penguins.
I know you are king of the penguins, absolutely. Which is, you can't deny that you are 100% king of the penguins. So, anything major that you feel like anyone could have pulled from this match to have a more defined game plan, as you said?
Yeah, having a really defined game plan is good, and being willing to like change your opening to fit fit your game plan. You don't have to have like just the standard opening and then start working on how you're going to win the game. You can like in this case, day one, I was already changing stuff up
Transport copters.
to execute better.
Oh yeah, definitely. More mobility for those infantry. And I only lost infantry this game, but at this point, like, good players know how valuable infantry are.
Yeah, in the top there, you have so many vehicles, but it won't matter because all your infantry will be dead soon.
Yeah, there's nothing protecting my units. Oh, on the top. Well, yeah, there's nothing to protect. I was just trying to bait you in, but there's only infantry to shoot at. You have multiple. But yeah, like I said, I was a little afraid that this was a lackluster game, but I was confident that someone is going to learn something from a game like this. And
you made it to day 16. That's pretty good.
What are you trying to say? is there like an average or something?
I had a lot of games in a row that were like just day 9.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's fun. Oh yeah, that's funny. I just had a out of nowhere resign from a Global League game on day 9. Funny enough, but Go, I am very happy to have you on this channel and have this video with you. Thanks for giving up some time to have this video with me.
It was a pleasure.
Oh yeah, it's definitely also a pleasure to have you around. Do you have anything you'd like to plug, such as your YouTube channels, such?
Oh yeah, I have a YouTube channel. I'm currently very slowly working on my own videos.
Very educational videos too.
Yeah, I've got some educational videos. Hopefully they're engaging.
Yeah, if you're tired
Working on all that stuff.
If you're tired of seeing replay commentaries, just check out Go7's instructional videos there. Definitely helps out a lot.
And I have some very long replay commentaries.
Oh my god, the long replay commentaries. Like no
over 2 hours.
No offense, but I kind of have to push myself to watch that.
I know, that's fine. You don't have to.
Oh man, but yeah, definitely check him out. Like, a lot of good videos on his channel. Growing really quickly. I definitely would like to see Go7's channel like blow up, because started a little late, but of course you got the recognition and that helped you out a lot. So, which again, congrats on your YouTube progress.
Well, thank you.
Any final words that you have to say?
Good luck and have fun out there.
Oh yeah,
have fun out there. Oh, and check out your Tiny Wars.
Oh yeah,
tournament, right?
Oh yeah, Tiny Wars tournament. That's currently ongoing. It's coming every weekend. If you're tired of seeing Advance Wars by web, then we got Tiny Wars. I got Tiny Wars for you guys. But that is it, guys and gals. Thank you so much for watching. Again, Go7, thank you so much for making this video with me.
No problem.
I hope you all learned something. I've definitely learned a lot more. I'm hoping to become better. Don't just outright DM them, because they're probably busy. DM top players because they're probably busy, but definitely go up against a player if you feel like they're out of your league. Don't be afraid of them. Just play a game with them. Make some time to have a discussion. Definitely can learn something. I obviously have. All right, guys and gals. I am Advanced Warrior.
And I'm Go7.
And you all have our warmest regards. Please take care. Ciao, ciao.